In the late 1800s, America was evolving, on its way to becoming the most powerful country in the world. New immigrants arrived, thriving outposts became towns, and civilization spread rapidly into a huge, wild, and lawless frontier. Red Dead Redemption 2 was created by Rockstar Games. Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, not only owns Rockstar Games but many other gaming companies. In this next clip, we're about to see his goals that he possesses as the CEO of Take-Two
of the audiovisual entertainment business. And our goal has always been to be the most creative, the most innovative, the most efficient company in the space. And we've been highly focused on our core, and that served us so well.
The story is set in 1899 out of a fictionalized portrayal of Western, Midwestern, and Southern United States. The game is introduced in both first and third point of view. Players follow Arthur Morgan, the main character, through his journey through the Midwest. Red Dead Redemption 2 addresses the decline of the Wild West, while attempting to piece it back together. Characters fight over government forces, rival gangs, and many other conflicts that arise. Players are given no choice but to be thrown into the gang life of Arthur Morgan. On the other hand, players are allowed to turn away from it and do good with the main character. In this scene, we see one of the mothers at camp expressing her concern because her son has disappeared. Even though Arthur is in a gang, he is still willing and able to help out. This game is an attempt to capture this pivotal moment when the age of outlaws was ending and the modern world was born. There is a huge world to explore set across a range of America's heartland and frontier, from harsh mountain trails and dense forests to untamed swamplands and sweeping deserts. The men and women who live with Arthur at camp are who Arthur calls family, and you will get to know each gang member over the course of the game. Helping the camp with food and supplies will keep morale high, while spending time with other gang members can reveal new secrets, fun things to do, and opportunities for mischief. Your actions have consequences, and it's up to you to decide how honorable Arthur Morgan really is. Everything the player does in the game, there is always a choice A or choice B concept, giving the player the feeling of a real-life situation. Given that the game is rated for mature audiences, it's no doubt that graphics can be a little extreme at times. Players often feel like they're actually in the game and not just sitting in front of their TV playing on a console. This is a world that is rich in depth and detail, all designed to be explored on horseback or on foot. Red Dead Redemption 2 takes you on the fateful journey of a gang of outlaws on the run across America. Red Dead Redemption 2 lets the player live the life of the world's busiest cowboy for dozens of hours. Red Dead Redemption 2 allows the player to rob a train in the morning, help someone catch a fish at lunch, and then get a haircut and shave in town before finally hunting a deer and bringing it back to camp for dinner. One of the major themes in Red Dead Redemption 2 is the death of the outlaw. Throughout the game in its entirety, the player is constantly reminded that their days are numbered as civilization infests the untamed West. This is an issue that is hard to understand, regardless of the amount of bullets you shoot or stagecoaches that you rob. This is an unarguable fact, and Rockstar Games forces you to either accept it or die trying to run from it. This game is very refreshing to players of the gaming world because of how realistic it is. In most games today, players are able to kill 50 plus people and drive away and never look back. In Red Dead Redemption 2, players are forced to pay for their mistakes and their crimes. If a player were to kill a person in one town and then leave, a bounty would be placed on their head until they come back. Red Dead Redemption 2 became extremely popular because of how realistic it was. Essentially, you can't just get away with everything in life. While the purpose of this game is to teach players how to do the right thing in stressful situations, there's still opportunity to have a little bit of fun. Players are given the ability to do whatever they want and act however they please, even if that means taking a piss outside the bar. At the end of the day, there's always one question left. What do we take away from this game? One could say, well, I know how to rob a train with 10 of my friends now, or I know how to get drunk really fast. But that's not the point. Eventually, civilization will hit back. To live within the eyes of the law is to accept the same society that wants to punish and kill the entire gang. But this is the world that the player chooses. It's not a kind one at all. By the end of this game, you will feel as if you went to hell and back. One way that this game correlates to today's society is from a famous Bible verse from Matthew 26. Live by the sword, died by the sword. It implies the individuals who invest all their energy looking for viciousness and attempting to execute others are bound to discover the brutality they look for and pass on. It's implied as a notice to not look for battles, but to seek resolutions in a non-harmful way. Thank you for watching.